Now, importance of compliance for a global manufacturing company will be very, very high. The thing is that in India, I just explained that fines have been very low. Okay. And corruption was frequently overlooked or accepted as a part of business. It was also thought that's a necessary evil. But heavy penalties are there internationally. You can't raise investment or loans if there are too many compliance loopholes. So, a global business recruiting any HR, executive manager, HR director, they will automatically place a premium, okay, on having legal skills. Okay, for them what will happen is that you are not just doing some paperwork, you're not doing clerical work, you are actually saving important costs for them. Okay, so labor laws will not be clerical, they will be a driver for business success. They will look at you differently. Abhi India mein when you have to do what I talk about is a ROI based approach. You know what is a ROI based approach? Return on investment. Employer should see by hiring HR that there's a return on investment. How can they see a return on investment when they know ki HR is not just doing like paperwork or just doing some clerical process work, but having a greater culture that improves our output, not tolerating non-performance, so they are very good with handling all the disciplinary proceedings and all. Okay, saving us from legal costs and bad reputational problems, then people are very, very happy. So that ROI based, what I always say is that HR managers have opportunity to explain this to their bosses, to their seniors, okay, about how their initiative is helping. But what happens for a global company is that they already know this, so you don't have to explain. If you're doing your job right, they already know before they hire you that your role is going to add to their return on investment. Okay, so that way you are already, they understand this. Okay, so HR managers now, so far what has happened in India so far. Okay, so you got the ROI bit point, right? So far HR managers have been limiting themselves to the sector and the state they were based in. Oh, I'm in Karnataka, I know Karnataka, Andhra, I don't know all the other states. I don't know manufacturing industry. I've been in service sector, I've been in IT, I've been in consulting services or something. Okay, but now what is happening is that right now what's happening is that you will have opportunity to get, you will need to, for a global manufacturing company you will need to know multiple states ka laws. That will become important because factory may be somewhere else, registered or corporate office may be somewhere else. So you will need to have that kind of flexibility and agility. There is one good thing about it: the code on wages or all the labor codes which are there, their rules which the state governments are also going to frame, are going to be more integrated because नए rules हैं, you will get digital copies, it will be put under one portal. All of those things will become far easier going forward. पुराने rules का it is harder to find the copies and accessibility is a problem, but these things will become a lot easier, which will facilitate your ability to work across multiple states. Okay, but remember that your Shops and Establishments Act stay different in all the states. So right now, why were HR managers limited to the states they were in? Primarily issue was lack of knowledge of the laws of different states, lack of drafting skills, and lack of other skills like dealing with unions, okay, dealing with labor authorities, okay, how to take disciplinary proceedings. These were big issues. Okay,